Hey, it's Martin Rodriguez, your real estate and finance consultant with Prospect Mortgage, and recording this video email because I want to discuss a couple of important developments that I'm seeing in the mortgage industry and in the way of real estate finance that you need to be aware about. And most importantly, I want to give you some strategies and some solutions that you can use with your clients to address some of these impending changes. So the biggest of which I want to talk to you about right now is the recent volatility in the mortgage bond market. You may not be aware of this, but in the last 3 days, the mortgage bond industry has dropped over 200 basis points. Now, that's a huge movement for us. What that means is basically interest rates are going to be back on the rise, and we're going to move away from the low interest rates that we've seen throughout 2010. So your clients have been hearing numbers in the mid fours, maybe even below 4.5 in some cases. That's just not going to happen anymore. I don't see us going back to those levels. I continue to see us moving away from that with interest rates starting to move up. We're still below 5%, but I do think that when we get into the middle part of January, by that time, we'll probably be at that 5% mark, maybe even just above it. So the question is, what do you do about it? How do you address this with your clients? A lot of people are still sitting on the fence thinking that property values may come down, and they're not watching how quickly interest rates can move. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is, if you have that, it's important that you share with your clients that interest rates move a lot quicker than property values. So they may be thinking that there'll be another 5 or 10% reduction in price, but a quarter point change in interest in the opposite direction could cause their housing payment to go up even if the property value comes down. I can always do a mathematical analysis and show you and your clients exactly where their numbers are at. But the important thing is that interest rates are moving. There's a lot of volatility in the market, and I just don't see us going back to the low levels that we had earlier this year. The other component to this is, how do you address somebody who's just really bent on getting an interest rate down in the fours? Is there a way of doing that? The answer is yes, there is. There are some creative solutions that we can use. And I want to talk with you about a strategy that I used to use several years ago, and I'm going to kind of dust it off and put it back into play because I think now is the time that we can use this. And this is going to be a strategy where we actually subsidize the home buyer's interest rate for the first couple of years of their mortgage. So instead of asking a seller to provide closing costs in the way of 3% towards their closing concessions, we would take that money and use that towards the interest rate reduction of the home buyer for the first couple of years and actually subsidize that interest. Okay, I don't want to get too complicated here. It's a very simple process. If you want to get in touch with me, I'll walk you through it. But basically what it would do is, if interest rates got up to say 5.5%, your borrower, your client, would still be able to get that interest rate locked in at 5.5%, but for the first couple years, their interest rate would be 3.5%, then 4.5%, and then for the life of the loan, it remains at that 5.5%. And yes, this is a fixed rate mortgage, not an adjustable rate mortgage. So there are strategies and different things that we can do so that you can close these deals. I want you to win. I want your clients to get the best. I want my clients to always get the lowest possible rate and fees that they can. But understanding the market, understanding how to create these solutions and these strategies to navigate the complexities of this market is really where it's at, and I hope that I can help you do that. So just keep in mind, we're seeing interest rates go up, but there are solutions out there. Give me a call. I'm Martin Rodriguez, and I'm at Prospect Mortgage. You know where to find me, and if you want to send out a video email like this to your clients with this information, let me know. I do have a consumer version of it, and I'll be more than happy to share that with you as well. All right, have a great evening, and happy holidays to you and your family.